Well, hello, here to talk to you about a story about Jaycee Dugard. As like a stolen life is like so far as the love letter goes. As you got right here, is you got the story about the Jaycee Dugard, and with the stolen life is like a memoir. Is talking about it's like the different chapters and stuff. You got the pinecone charm right there, and then along with the different chapters, say of the book, and then you got the bookmark right there. But then so far with love letter is talking about this stuff right here is school papers that I had for quite a bit, a little over a decade. I would probably say that if there's a date, it would be back in 2002 it was. But this right here is research that I did in science class, talking about you got the flower, you got the stem, and then all the different parts of the flower, and then you got my grade right here, and then along right here is you got it to where that what is needed so far as for helping the flower grow, is like for the planting the seeds and stuff. You got this right here, and then of course right here is you got that it's like so far with healthy dating, and of course it's like you learn to play Joker, and then all this had list of other things right here from my schooling. But of course, and so far as the love letter, as you got right here, is you got this other paperwork talking about is so far as when I went to Walmart that yesterday that I bought cat food and shoes and a radio. But of course these were like letters that I wrote whenever I was much younger. Of course that's what my handwriting used to look like back whenever I was about 16, 17 years old. But then of course this right here will be a letter which whenever I was in school, in high school as you say, is that I was known for like having the one with the smallest handwriting. But you got right here is like in my place, my place to hang out is of course is the park. Is like so far as is Jaycee Dugard talking about is like so far as the 10 things that make me happy. And of course I went ahead and wrote down is that when somebody listens to my opinion, of course with creative arts, and of course it was like with the other 7, well, more likely that with the other 7 is you could say would be is maybe when I find something, or whenever I like to share something, or so far as is that working with creative art, with creative things. And you got the pinecone charm right here. But so far as talking about the love letter is talking about is that maybe use that right here. You get that right here as a coloring that I went ahead and did, as of course of Jaycee Dugard is like her little sister. But I guess you can say that the love letter could also mean talking about your siblings or your cousins or something. But have it to where that you draw, if you just do a little bit of drawings right here, and then of course just to add just a little bit of red right here in the center. But I remember whenever I was in school that I of course that I did quite a bit of colorings, and then of course I was good at a lot of things whenever I was in school, other than just art. Of course I was good at many other creative things, like making up jokes, and then maybe doing I would probably say that I was into doing magic tricks too whenever I was younger. But really, the only magic that more likely you would probably see here, more likely would probably be is the fact about what you can do with maybe with the writing pen. Is that you could be looking at a blank page right here, and then instead of instead of concentrating on where the curve, where the line is going to go from here to that point, is that picture it in your mind. Is picture it in your mind and draw it like that. And of course, if you all want to know, is that you go ahead and start from I'll be looking in the other direction right here. Start the point, and the point towards away. And then of course, that I wasn't even not even looking at the paper. I was looking to my right. And of course, as it came out, if you could picture it in your mind, you got my reading glasses right here. It's like picture it in your mind, about it's like yourself over with the pine cone right here. With the pine cone, a lot of us right here would probably say that that a pine cone will be hard to draw. But more likely, you could probably say just picture it in your mind. Just think about it. Just picture it, and then kind of draw it out from what your mind sees. And what does your mind see? Well, your mind sees this creative architectural. You say this creative art of love. And the way I think about it is like I never really wrote any kind of love letter. But if you're talking about art that you would like that maybe last a while, maybe a couple of weeks, months, or years, something like that, is to do something creative with it. Of course, is to draw it, and of course, it's like it's like pine cone. Is mainly you see is a brown type color, but then of course right here is that talking about 10 things that make me happy is that so far as talk about is working with the different colors of art. And of course, add the green right here for the leaves. So far with the love letter, the love letter is talk about the different shapes right here. I remember whenever I was in school that of course that I did pretty. I wasn't so great, I used to say, as in English class, because a lot of times the English were in math classes. You got the calculator right here, so far as talking about the research and then about the different subjects you could do. But so far as the story, the favorite music, and then along with that, real talent. And of course, it's like if we all ever heard so far as the voice. When people hear the voices of other people, it could be family or friends related, is that whenever you hear the voice of something, you just begin to wonder why out of 1 to 50 is like why that makes somebody happy whenever they hear the voice. And a lot of times that with my parents, that more likely that they would probably in a lot of ways would rather hear my voice, maybe just to see my handwriting. But then of course they would probably say like to see my handwriting too. But then on the other hand, I think with the voice is that the voice, I guess, is also considered a good example of the love letter. As a fact about that the love letter that makes you smile. Smile is as wide as the sea. But of course, with me is that I remember that of course I did not always have a good education either. It's like I remember whenever I was in school, I was in special needs classes and all that stuff. People looked at me like I was like I was dumb at the time. I would say a lot of times I wanted to feel like I wanted to be like other people. And a lot of people would probably say that it's like even if I graduated, still got my diploma, but then on the other hand, is to know that about what you can do. There are some things that you can do that maybe other people can't do, and then the fact about it is that to know that really from one way you can really make that happen as long as you work at it, and you keep trying. Use the purple for so-called, for that perfect love letter. So find the Jaycee Dugard, and along with that, the love letter, and along with the pine cone charm. So far, Jaycee Dugard, and along with the stolen life, and along with the love letter color.